Hello and welcome to episode 297 of the Daily Sales Message Sales Podcast, where every single day for nearly 300 days in a row now, I've shared a piece of simple and actionable advice. It's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff too. In today's episode, we're talking about your opinion, and I'm afraid your opinion doesn't matter. I don't care what you think. I don't care about your opinion, but let me explain. As a buyer, I do not care about your opinion about your product or service. One of the things in particular that I don't care about is your opinion of the price. The price. I work with a lot of clients and students who feel weird talking about money and price, and as such, they might say things to soften the blow. Well, we're not the cheapest, but I know it's a little bit expensive. Words like cheap or expensive are subjective, descriptive words. They are opinion. They are not fact. Expensive and cheap are relative concepts. So if you share your opinion with me, it's a bit cheap or it's a bit expensive or whatever, as a buyer, it's meaningless to me because I judge things cheap or expensive based on my parameters, not yours. All it does is it makes me question. If you think something's cheap and I think it's expensive, or vice versa, makes me question my thinking. It's just not a helpful thing to do. People tend to say things like, we're not the cheapest, but, because they feel weird and they're trying to subjugate the conversation and they're trying to just ease their way around the conversation so they don't have to just say, yeah, that'll be 15,000 plus VAT. How does that sound to you? Because that's awkward for most people to do. So just be very, very careful going forward that you only share facts with your buyers. You don't share your opinions, particularly your opinions of the price, but be very wary of sharing your opinions because opinions are relative, they're very, very personal, and more often than not, it can just help to actually deter the buyer rather than actually encourage them to buy. Right, that's it for this episode of the podcast. Tomorrow, in episode 298, we're going to be talking about lying. Going to be lying to you tomorrow, and I'll talk to you all about that. In the meantime, if you haven't already, please hit like or subscribe or comment or share the podcast. Interact with it in some way. It helps us to reach more people with our practical and, did I mention, free daily sales tips. Thank you for listening and watching all the way to the end. I do appreciate it. I'll catch you tomorrow for another exciting edition of the Daily Sales Message.